Hello there and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about Prey. Yes, one of the brand new endgame systems of Midnight. This video is going to be a complete overview of the brand new system, the gameplay, the rewards, the Preyseekers Journey. Everything that you need to know about this new system coming in Midnight will be covered in this video, hopefully. So yeah, but before we jump into that, guys, I do want to give a massive shout out to all of our channel members and everyone over on the Patreon. Just started posting over there fairly regularly, and if you want to support me over on Patreon, I'll leave a link down below. Right, so yes, Prey is coming in Midnight. According to a short on the Warcraft channel, Prey will be launching with the initial launch of Midnight, so that'll be March 2nd. It won't be available in early access, it seems, which is not the end of the world, but yeah, we'll see. Now, as mentioned, this is a new endgame system. This involves Astalor Bloodsworn in Silvermoon, and it's basically a new way for outdoor players to gear up and unlock cosmetic rewards similar to Delve, so this will kind of go hand in hand with the Delve system. The system is basically an opt-in open world feature where you hunt for powerful targets. They can appear randomly and ambush you while you're out doing other content. There are multiple different difficulties with extra mechanics, but that does also give you better loot, making it a nice kind of risk versus reward system alongside your kind of usual outdoor content that you're going to be doing in Midnight. Now, this system does involve all the zones of Midnight, so all 4 zones of Midnight will be featured in the Prey system. It does not happen outside of those. Now, Prey is unlocked at max level through a very simple questline, and once it is unlocked across your account, and you can do it on your ults while leveling if you really want to. Now, I wouldn't recommend it, but if you really want to do it while doing your leveling, you can absolutely do that as a choice, but you will need to have at least 1 max level to unlock the system initially. So let's talk about the gameplay. How does Prey work? So the way that Prey works is that you choose your prey from the hunt table in Silvermoon in Astalor's Sanctum. Now, each Midnight zone has 3 to choose from, 1 of each difficulty. There are 3 difficulties to Prey. You have Normal, Hard, and Nightmare, and by default you'll be able to do 8 a week, but then once you've unlocked the Nightmare difficulty, that number will go up to 12, and obviously if you haven't unlocked the difficulty, the option to do these Preys won't be there. So probably at the start you'll only have Normal and then Hard, and then eventually you will unlock Nightmare. Now, once you've chosen your Prey on the map, you head to the zone that they're located in. Now, once you head into that zone, you'll see a new UI element on your screen. This is the indicator for how far along you are for finding your prey. This will dynamically change depending on how far along the prey hunt you are. Now, the goal here is to find your prey, and the way to reveal it is by doing world activities in the zone you selected. These activities can be world quests, killing rares, collecting treasures, killing coalescing anguish. These are prey exclusive mobs which can be found around the map and can be activated and killed to progress your prey hunt. And you have 2 different versions, minor anguish and major anguish. You can also complete an exclusive prey world quest, and you'll get 1 of these per zone per prey hunt. So even if you've completed it on a previous prey, another quest will pop up when you start another hunt. Now, these prey quests can be filling the bar, avoiding mobs, or even chasing your prey. And you can also disable traps. There's going to be various traps just around the zone that you can do, which will progress your prey hunt. Now, while you're doing all these activities, there are also affixes, which can be a detriment to your progress, and some of these are only active on different difficulties. These affixes can make your hunt harder, from minor inconveniences to debuffs, which will push you to complete it faster. But as said, some of those come a bit later. So let's go through some of the affixes you're going to get in Season 1 of Prey. So all the difficulties will have ambush. So essentially, your target will occasionally ambush you while you're in combat or when you trigger a trap. So when you're out doing your world quest or doing whatever, suddenly your prey target will come up and try and kill you. To make them go away, you just need to knock them down to 50%. Think of it as kind of the nemesis mob in Delves. Once you get into Hard and Nightmare mode, you'll get Hunter's Momentum. So basically, dying in the zone while your prey hunt is active will reduce your hunt progress, so don't die. Also, in Hard and Nightmare mode, you'll get Seeping Gore. So it says, while in combat, Gore occasionally appears beneath you, inflicting shadow damage after a short delay. So basically, stuff on the the floor, move out of it. Another affix that will appear on Hard and Nightmare is Torment. So this is slightly different between the difficulties. So the Hard Torment is that your damage taken is increased by 2%, stacking based on your prey hunt progress. So the further down the prey you get, the more damage you're going to start taking. In Nightmare, your damage taken is increased by 4%, stacking every 60 seconds, except when you're in a rested area. So basically in Nightmare, you're going to want to do this as fast as possible. Otherwise, you're going to start taking a ton of damage and it won't be doable. There's also 2 exclusive Nightmare affixes. You have Echo of Predation. This says a bloody spirit periodically stalks you, dealing massive shadow damage on contact. So basically when you're out in the world, a ghost is going to appear, you want to interrupt it or attack it and make it not hit you. Otherwise, you're going to have a really bad time. And you also have Bloody Command for Nightmare. So it says Astalor occasionally commands you to kill an enemy, causing you to bleed for massive physical damage if you fail. So literally, this is terrifying. So you'll just be out doing your world quest, progressing your prey, and Astalor will be like, kill for me now. And you literally have to find something to kill. And if you don't do it in time, you are just going to get a massive amount of damage and likely die, which will obviously affect the progress of your prey. So you see where we're going with this. You see how it works. It's kind of like a sort of affixes out in the open world. So going back to the gameplay, as you're doing these world activities and taking on these affixes and things like that, the UI will change progressively, and then eventually it will reveal the location of your target. Now this is shown on the map, so you just got to head over there and then activate your prey target and kill the prey target, and that will complete the hunt. That is basically how a prey hunt works, so not super complicated. Now don't worry, there is actually rewards from this, and it is going to be worth doing for a lot of players. So all of the difficulties will give you a brand new currency. This is Remnants of Anguish. This is a new warbound currency which is used to purchase the prey rewards, and this is given from completing a hunt, but it is also dropped by the ambushing targets and from the coalescing anguish mobs as well. Now on normal, you will get adventurer gear and adventurer crests. On hard mode, you will get veteran gear and veteran crests, and then on the hardest difficulty, Nightmare, you will get champion gear and champion crests. Now as of the recording of this, you can receive 2 gear boxes per difficulty per week. So 2 champion gear, 2 veteran gear, and 2 adventurer gear per week per character. You'll also be obtaining coffer key shards from every difficulty, which will obviously give you keys for delves, and each hunt will also give you reputation towards your Preyseekers Journey. So let's talk about that. So the Preyseekers Journey is pretty similar to the Delver's Journey. This is just the prey version of it. Now there's 4,000 reputation per level and 10 levels in total that you can unlock, which obviously do give rewards, which we'll talk about in a moment. Now, as of beta, you can obtain 4,000 reputation per week per account, and you get 1,000 reputation per hunt. Now the amount of reputation does not change depending on the difficulty, so if you do a normal hunt, you'll get 1,000 rep, but if you do a nightmare hunt, you will also get 1,000 rep. So basically, if you just want to farm out the rep here, you can just do normal hunts if you like. Now you can slowly crawl up after you hit that 4,000 cap, as future hunts will also just give you 50 rep, but is that even worth it? I wouldn't say so. So let's go into some of the rewards here for the Preyseekers Journey. So at rank 1, this will actually unlock the hard mode difficulty. So yeah, you're going to get that pretty quickly. At rank 2, you are going to unlock random hunts. So with this, you can speak to Astalor and you can choose a difficulty and he will give you a random hunt. These will be targets which might not be on the map. So if you're fishing for a specific one for an achievement, this might be quite handy. The rewards here are pretty much the same as picking a regular hunt of that difficulty. At rank 2, you'll also unlock I Summon Thee, which says that Astalor's Bloodstorm will now create a portal for you to return to his sanctum after defeating your prey target. So this was actually added recently and was much needed. It felt very bad to sort of kill your prey hunt and then have to fly all the way back to Silvermoon. So really good to see this in. So essentially when you finish your prey hunt, you just port straight back and you can start another one. At rank 3, you'll unlock Astalor's Temptations. This says that Astalor Bloodsworn has a new quest available in his sanctum, and completing this will reward a new cosmetic backpack. Rank 3 also unlocks access to some cosmetic rewards: the Skilled Preyseekers Plumbed Helm for 400 Anguish and the Skilled Preyseekers Shoulder Spikes for 400 Anguish. So you could purchase those from the vendor. At rank 4 of the Preyseekers Journey, this will unlock the Nightmare mode. Once you've unlocked Nightmare, this will actually also give you access to a weekly quest to complete 3 Nightmare hunts. The rewards for this is a Beacon of Hope, which is to summon your nemesis in a delve, similar to what we've had before. You also get Voidlight Marl, which is is your new resonance crystals, you'll get 50 remnants of anguish, and you'll also get 20 hero dawn crests, which are very handy to have. So you have a new weekly quest to do with the nightmare mode. Also at rank 4, you'll unlock some decor. You'll be able to purchase the Preyseekers plinth decor from the vendor. At rank 5, you'll be able to purchase a mount. This is the Preyseekers Hubris. This will cost you 2,000 anguish. This is the non-armored flying mana worm mount. I love this model. We're going to see it a few times here, but it is exclusive to Prey. At rank 6, this will unlock some more cosmetic armor. You'll be able to purchase the famed Preyseekers set, the plumbed helm for 500, the shoulder spikes for 500, and the backpack for 500 as well. So a little 3-piece set there. And you'll also be able to purchase the Preyseekers Hearthstone for 800 anguish. At rank 7, you'll unlock Pain and Suffering. This increases the amount of anguish found from all sources by 20%, so that's a great little boost there. At rank 8, you'll get a plinth above the rest too. This will unlock the Preyseekers Ornate Plinth decor for you to purchase from the vendor. At rank 9, you'll unlock a new battle pet. This is the Little Preyseeker pet for 1200 anguish. And at rank 10, you'll unlock a brand new mount, the Preyseekers Wrath mount. This will cost you 2550 anguish, and this is the armored version of the flying mana worm mount, which I love. And you'll also unlock Pick Your Poison, which says you may now accept preferential killing quests to create custom hunts from Astral Bloodswarm. So essentially, yeah, you should be able to choose which hunts you can go after, which will definitely be very handy for achievements. So yeah, that is the Preyseekers Journey. Doesn't seem too bad. As said, 4,000 rep per week, not the end of the world. It is going to take 10 weeks in total to unlock, unless you really push it with the 50 rep per prey after you hit the cap. But yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting. So let's move on to some more rewards you can get from Prey. So Prey does actually contribute to the Great Vault. Each Prey does contribute to the World Row. So completing a normal Prey will give you the equivalent of a tier 1 delve in the vault. Completing a hard Prey will give you the equivalent of tier 5. And completing a nightmare Prey will give you the equivalent of tier 8. So yes, you can get hero track gear from the Great Vault if you are just doing Prey, which is really great. Now the vendor does also sell some items which don't have a renown requirement. You can get the Voidy pet for 800 anguish, and you can also purchase the armor sets which do come from Prey. So you will just naturally get these from doing your Prey, obviously, but if you do want to purchase the ensembles, you can do that. You can purchase the cloth, leather, mail, and plate versions for 1600 anguish if you'd like. You can also purchase some profession recipes for enchanting and inscription for 500 anguish and 150 moxie, and you can also get the Rod of Exsanguination toy for 600. So let's finish up by talking about some achievements for Prey. There are 52 achievements in total. Yes, there are a lot. So there are achievements to defeat one of 2 bosses that are kind of similar in style. You have an achievement for hard mode, and you have an achievement for nightmare. These specific achievements do reward decor. The decor is actually a trophy of the defeated Prey on a plinth, which is cool. Now you get the trophy on a regular plinth for completing it on hard, and if you complete it on nightmare, you get it on a more ornate design for your plinth. And you could purchase more of these for various amounts of anguish. You also have an achievement to defeat all the Prey targets in nightmare. This does reward a mount, the Preyseekers Nightmare, which is a gold variant of the mana worm. This is probably my favorite recolor of that mount. There's also various fun achievements like catching fish while in nightmare mode, cooking while in nightmare, completing a hunt in war mode, killing 50 players while in nightmare difficulty, and interacting with traps in Prey. There is also a Prey meta achievement which will reward the Preyseeker title. So yeah, there you go guys. That is the Prey system in Midnight. It does kind of sound a little bit complicated, but truly it is not. It is simply just kind of pick your Prey, go into the world, do world quests, hunt it down, get rewards. As said, this is more designed for people who do delves and outdoor world content for the most part, but there is some really great cosmetic rewards here if the gear is not the thing you're looking for. So yeah, guys, let me know in the comments your thoughts on the Prey system. Don't forget to leave a like on this video if you liked it, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you want to support me outside of YouTube, I'm also on Patreon, and I'm on Twitter at MrGMYT, and I have a partner Discord channel as well. And also I am streaming on twitch.tv/MrGM. If you want to see me stream World of Warcraft, Midnight pre-patch, Midnight launch, any sort of WoW, I'm over on twitch.tv/MrGM. And with that, guys, I'll see you next time.